everybody, my name is Caravan and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a video on Conan Exiles and we're looking at one of the new events. This is the Snake Cult Caravan event and you can find it in Buccaneers Bay and a number of other places. I believe the Unnamed City also has one. Unsure about Sipta, so if you know any other locations with this particular event, please let me know in the comments down below. It will be very much appreciated. Anyway, this event you can find on the left side of Buccaneers Bay and you can see the pirate ship in the background and all that. This event is pretty much like the other events. You get your loot from what you kill, and that's kind of how the events go in Conan for this event. So what you see is what you get. So the first wave is going to end up with, you're going to have two snakes guarding either side. Those snakes you don't really have to bother with if you don't want to. It's just the people, but they might get in your way, so you might have to get rid of them. Anyway, these Stygians will come after you and they will want your ass. So basically, once you kill them, their souls will go into the egg. It feeds the egg and you have to keep feeding it, and it goes through several different waves. Get rid of the Kushite, Stygian, just basic kind of raiders that come after you, and feed the souls to the egg to get a prize. Now, you can get prizes out of these thralls. It will just be the basic materials such as iron and, the general stuff you would get out of these. Brimstone, arrows, pots, pans, cups, stuff like that you get out of those. But it's the second wave that is way more important because it gives something rather precious. So once you're done with the people wave, it will then start spawning the snake wave. So you'll then get the snakes of the Well of Skelos coming after you. So once you go into the Well of Skelos, you're going to see snake men, lizard men, etc. And you're going to get some spawned via this as well. Now, they come with bows, knives, etc. The general kind of thing. But they have a really good loot pool. They can give you obsidian weapons and tools. And they can give you, chances of star metal, steel, nicer things like that. And not only that, people spawn. Really good T4 set priests will spawn, and I believe you get 2 per event, 2 or 3. And these guys are awesome. They do pack a punch. You can actually knock them out as well. So if you want to tame them, it's now a source of really easily getting T4 set priests. So if you want a named set priest, this is now one of the best ways to get them. I know Set Maria is a really good place to get them, but this is just a guaranteed one. You'll get a guaranteed name one via this. So it's pretty crazy because I don't think any other event does that yet from what I've seen. So this one's a really good way to get them. Anyway, there is a texture bug with the snake men currently where it's a bit weird. When you hit them, they go all red and stuff. They're not supposed to do that. So I think there's a bit of a texture bug there, and yeah, you'll see they're normal coloured. I hit them and they go all really weird and red. So yeah, hopefully that will be fixed soon. It's just one of those little bugs there that needs to be trimmed out. Anyway, once you've killed this wave off, you've killed a couple of set priests, you've killed a bunch of snake men. It's weird though, you'll notice that the souls, people souls, come out of these snake men as well. So you'll fuel those into the egg as well. Gets a bit dark, doesn't it? Anyway, once you got rid of those, the egg will start charging up, it will start glowing, being more fiery, and that's when the boss stage is coming and you have to be ready for it. Now, when this does pop, it will flash several times and then do a big explosion. You're gonna notice that a big lizard dude comes out. Now, he uses a very similar moveset to the lizard you'll find in the Well of Skelos. Up on the top layers of the tower, there's these big hunched over greyish lizards you fight. He's basically one of those reskinned but with a few more moves than the other ones have. And he's not a bad boss to fight, honestly. You can dodge him very easily. His attack patterns are very apparent when he's going to go for you. He's also similar to the ones you get in the Sipta vaults. So those ones you fight at the boss room, he's one of those models as well. So they're all kind of similar there. Anyway, he does these leap attacks, he does scratch attacks, he also does the yell attacks like the ones on Sipta do as well. And when you have popped the egg, there will be little snakes spawning around as well, and I believe it does spawn more big snakes on you. So those are actually really slow for the most part, the big snakes, so you can just lure the boss around and those snakes will probably never really catch up with you. Or you can send your thrall after them, or you can go for the big snakes and, or your full can, either or. Anyway, you can block this guy's attacks as well, so if you have a shield it makes it even easier. You might want some antidotes in this one because that's going to help with the snake poison, because they will, you know, poison you, and that would be a bad day, especially if you get lots of the little ones coming after you. Then they're going to rack up on that poison, so an antidote would be worth looking into. Anyway, once you've killed the boss, you got him down and defeated him, it will pop up with a, you know, completion. You have done the Snake Cult Caravan. Then anything laying around is yours to get. Everything else will poof, and then you can just be free to, you know, hack away at whatever you have, so you can get a bit of the snake boss stuff. Doesn't really give anything too special, this guy, more for XP. It's the kind of little snake dudes that you want the most of, and the little T4 set priests that seem to be the most worth it out of here. You can also burn the tents down if you really wanted to, and check out the really cool machinery. But apart from that, there's a few good loot pieces here, but for the most part it's a really good way to get T4 set priests now, and I highly recommend keeping an eye out for one of these if that's what you want to do, or if you want some spare obsidian tools pieces, or, you know, snake men tools and pieces. You can have a look there and get some of that, or just some steel, because you can also get steel out of these guys as well. Anyway, thank you for watching, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!